before. This is my new sleeping bag, and it's lightweight, but I can't get it to pack down small enough. And somebody advised me to put it in a dry sack and squeeze all the air out of it. See how small I can get it. Right, so before and after will be in this bag. See what happens. So this is the Van Gogh sleeping bag out of its stuff sack, and I'm on my phone, so I've got nowhere to prop it up, so I'll just have to show you when it's finished. I forgot to say, this is a 40 litre Carrymore dry bag that I'm using, and it's going in all right up to yet. So now, is that smaller? I think so, and there's absolutely tons left, so I can get a smaller sack. I'm going to go and get my biggest one and have a go with that. I'm sure it's a lot smaller, and it's a different shape, so it'd fit in the bottom of the rucksack a lot better, because I could squish it into the shape of the rucksack at the bottom instead of that being quite tall. Because I mean, it is smaller than this bag. I'm sure I could get, let's see, it's a lot smaller than the bag itself, and because this bag was really round, and even pulling these tight, I couldn't get it an awful lot smaller, and that I'm sure is a lot smaller. So if I can get a bag that I can fasten better at the top, because I've had to twist it to keep the air from going back in, I'm sure I can do a bit better than that, and it'll fit in to the bottom, whatever shape I want at the bottom of my rucksack, where with this one it seemed to be round and big and taking up all the room in the rucksack. So if I can get this small, then that means I can take my smaller pack. Yes, because that was the problem with this. It was filling my rucksack up. Let's have a go with a different stuff sack. So I have two options. This one or this one. This one's waterproof, but it's got a pull cord and tensioners, where this one is a proper dry sack. So I can squeeze the air out better with that one, I think. So let's see if we can fit it in. It's going to have to go, whoops, sorry. It's going to have to go slightly different shape, methinks. Well, I think I need a smidgen bigger bag. It nearly worked. I just can't get it shut enough to be able to squeeze the air out properly, because you've got to be able to get it shut so the air don't rush back in again. So slightly bigger, but not bad. And if I could just squeeze that down, look how small it would be. Right, try a different bag. So this is the smallest I can get it in this sack. It's smaller than this one, and I can get it smaller. I don't know whether it's the material of this, but it doesn't seem to want to compress it any more. Nowhere near the size of that. So if I could get another stuff sack just a little bit smaller than this, but bigger than this, because this one's quite narrow compared to this one. It'd only have to be that much more on the end of that one, just enough for me to close it up to stop the it sucking any more air in as I adjust and squeeze out the air. So experiment over. I mean, that is a lot smaller. I know you can't store it like that, otherwise it'll damage it, but that is a lot smaller than I'd had it before, so that will fit in the bottom of my rucksack a lot better. Because when I tried putting this one in, even compressed, it near enough filled my 40-litre rucksack. So, we'll go and see if we can find another bag. We'll have to have a trip to, dare I say it, Sports Direct. Other sports shops are available, but that's where I got my last Carrymore one from. So anyway, this has been a good experiment. I've got a sweat on because I've got the heating on. First time in this autumn that we've had the heating on, because it's bitter outside. We had a frost for the first time this morning, and I thought it was a bit nippy, so I've just switched the heating on, and now sweat's dripping off me. I think I better go and switch it back off again.